Hello everyone! Welcome to the Art English Workshop. My name is Robin. Today we're going to learn about the seasons and the weather. Let's start with the sentence patterns. Okay. Is it snowing? No, it isn't. Are Hattie and Sweepy making a snowman? No, they aren't. They are snow fighting. Is the snowman wearing a long scarf? Yes, it is. The snowman is wearing a long scarf. Are Mr. and Mrs. Green wearing hats? No, they aren't. They aren't wearing hats. Does Mixit have an umbrella? No, she doesn't. She doesn't have an umbrella. Hattie has an umbrella. Does it snow in the winter? Does it snow in the winter? Yes, it does. It snows in winter. Do you like winter? Yes, I do. Or, no, I don't. The birds are singing. The birds are singing. Can you hear them? The flowers are blooming. Can you see them? Let's go on a picnic. Take a picnic basket. Let's fly our kites. Very good. Now we can move on to the song. It's called Spring is Here. Do you know this song? Let's read the lyrics together first. Spring is here. Spring is here. The flowers, the trees, the birds, and the bees. Spring is here. Spring is here. Everything is in bloom. The grass is green. The air is clean. The birds are singing the song. A warm spring day. All I can say, I wait for spring all year long. Spring is here. Spring is here. The flowers, the trees, the birds, and the bees. Spring is here. Spring is here. Everything is in bloom. Pretty flowers. Everything is in bloom. Birds and bees. Everything is in bloom. Okay, now we are going to sing along. Are you ready? Here it goes. Spring is here, the flowers and trees, the birds and the bees. Spring is here, spring is here, everything is in bloom. The grass is green, the air is clean, the birds are singing the song. A warm spring day, all I can say, I wait for spring all year long. Spring is here, spring is here, the birds and the trees, the birds and the bees. Spring is here, spring is here, everything is in bloom. Pretty flowers, everything is in bloom. Everything is in bloom. Very good. One more time. Spring is here, spring is here. The flowers, the trees, the birds and the bees. Spring is here, spring is here. Everything is in bloom. The grass is green. The air is clean. The birds are singing the song. A warm spring day, all I can say, I wait for spring all year long. Spring is here, spring is here. The flowers, the trees, the birds and the bees. Spring is here, spring is here. Everything is in bloom. Pretty flowers, everything is in bloom. Birds and bees, everything is in bloom. Very good. This time, I'm going to skip few words. Can you fill them in as we sing along? Okay, you can try. Here. Spring is here, spring is here. The flowers, the trees, the birds and the bees. Spring is here, spring is here. Everything is in bloom. The grass is green, the air is clean, the birds are singing the song. A warm spring day, all I can say, I wait for spring all year long. Spring is here, spring is here. The flowers, the trees, the birds and the bees. Spring is here, spring is here. Everything is in bloom. Pretty flowers, everything is in bloom. Birds and bees and everything is in bloom. Very good. Spring is here. The flowers, the trees, the birds and the bees, everything is in bloom. The grass is green. All I can say, the air is clean. The birds are singing the song, singing the song. A warm spring day, all I can say, I wait for spring all year long. Very good. Now let's move on to the words. These are the words from this unit. Let's read them first, shall we? Snow, meal, bloom, winter, blow, picnic, a sled, a boot, a snowman, wear, shine, a bird, mittens, season, a raincoat, a cloud, wind, spring, and a scarf, a flower. Very good. Let's review them. What's this? It's a boot. What's this? It's a scarf. What's this? It's a cloud. What is this? It's a wind. Wind. And wind blows. It is blows. What is this? It's a meal. Yummy. And what is this? It's a snowman. And what is this? It indicates wear. It's a verb. Wear. And you can wear what? What can you wear? You can wear, what is this? It's a raincoat. And you can wear these as well. These are mittens. And what is this? It's a sled. And what is this? It's a bird. And what is this? It's flower, and a flower, and these flowers are in bloom. Everything is in bloom. And what season is this? Is this summer? No, it's spring. What season is this? Is it autumn? No, it's winter. What is the sun doing in this picture? What is this? It's shine. The sun is shining. Sunshine. And what is this? It's a picnic. And what are these white things falling from the sky? Snow. And these are the 4 seasons. A season. Okay, this is the word quiz time. I'll give you some quizzes in English. Can you answer them? Okay. What is this? It is used to move and to make currents of air, or to be moved, or make something move on a current of air. It's the movement of the air, which is wind. Wind can blow. 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 Next question. This is a type of shoe that covers the whole foot and the lower part of the leg. The lower part of the leg and the whole foot. It's a very long shoe. What is this? It's a boot. Next question. It is a usually gray or white mass in the sky, white things in the sky, made of very small floating drops of water. It doesn't look like water, but it is made of water. And it's white, and it's in the sky. What is this? It's a cloud. Next question. It is the small, soft bits of ice which sometimes fall from the sky when it is cold, or the white layer on the ground and other surfaces which it forms. It's a small, soft bits of ice, and it falls from the sky in winter. What is this? It's snow. Snow falls from the sky in winter. Next question. It is a model of person made of snow. It's made of snow, and it looks like a person. Especially by children. Children usually make this. What is this? It's a snowman. Next question. It is waterproof coat. It's coat, but it's waterproof. Worn for protection against rain. It's worn to be protected from the rain. What is this? It's the raincoat. Next question. It is the part of a plant which is often brightly colored with a pleasant smell, and it grows at the end of a stem and only survives for a short time. It only lasts for a short period of time. And it's very beautiful. And you can see a lot of this in summer. What is this? It's a flower. Next question. This is a strip, square, or triangle of cloth. This is a type of cloth. Worn around the neck. You can wear this around your neck. You can wear it on your head. You can wear it over the shoulders to keep you warm or to make you look attractive. You can wear it to protect yourself from the cold or to look good. What is this? It's a scarf. scarf. Next question. It is the season of the year between winter and summer. Yes, this is the season between winter and summer. What is this? It's spring. Next question. It is the season between autumn and spring. It is the season between autumn and spring. What comes after autumn and before spring? It's winter. Very good. Now let's move on to the story. It's called Winter and Spring, Unit 18. Okay, let's see what happens. There. Electra is walking in the digital zone. She sees the snow. She feels cold. Let's go get our coats, she says to Digit, because it was very cold. You can see all the snow there. See, snow, snow. And this is Digit, by the way. Then, who came? Who is this? This is Electra. No, this is not Electra. This is Miss Malice. This is Miss Malice. And what does she say? Snow. It's snowing. Where am I? Excuse me. Excuse me. Can you please tell me, where am I? She said to Electra. And Electra answered, you're in the digital zone. And Miss Malice said, a digital zone. Addresses, digital zone. Thank you, she said thank you to Electra. And Electra said, you're welcome. Yes. And what happened next? Miss Malice sees Simon and Nikki in the distance. Yes, Miss Malice saw Simon and Nikki. Does she like Simon? Does Miss Malice like Simon? Well, she doesn't really seem to be happy to miss Simon there. Look at her face here. See? She looks upset. And she hides from them. She hid from them. She is hiding behind this thing here, this wall. And she's observing them. And she says, is that Simon? Oh no, Simon is here. Nikki and Simon was talking that it was really cold in the digital zone. Simon, it's cold. It's very cold. They were cold. Then, there, Miss Malice remembers that Simon made her bad. Simon said, let's make you bad. And Miss Malice does not like him. And she's cold too, so she leaves. It's cold. And Miss Malice tries to hide from Simon and Nikki. But they see her. Simon and Nikki saw her, and she runs away from them. Miss Malice said to herself, I don't like Simon. I'm cold. And Simon said, it's cold. Nikki said, look at the snow. And Simon said, it's beautiful. It was cold, but snow was very beautiful there. And Miss Malice ran away, and she dropped something. It was clay. Simon said, clay? Very strange. Then who did they meet next? They met Mrs. Green. And Simon said, hello, Mrs. Green. And Mrs. Green said, it's very cold today. Where are your winter clothes? And Nikki answered, "We don't have any." And Mrs. Green uses her computer to help Simon and Nikki. She gives each of them a coat, mittens, a worm hat, and a scarf. She also gives Simon a raincoat, an umbrella, and boots. Because sometimes it rains in winter. Then what happens next? Tick-Tock came and he sings the winter song. What kind of song is it? It's Winter is Snows. Yes. Okay, this is the song.
Winter is snows and the wind blows. I put on my scarf and coat. Outside it is cold. I do what I'm told. I wear my boots
And skating, skating.
around and around on the ice.
Okay, he sang this song. Then what happens next? Back in the diesel zone, Nikki gets a phone call from Hattie, and Hattie says, "I'm having a picnic in the park. Do you want to come?" And Nikki said, "A picnic? But it's cold and rainy outside." And Hattie said, "No, it's not. It's a warm, sunny day." And Nikki said, "No, it isn't. It's winter." And Hattie said, "Not in the park." Yes, in the park it was spring. So Simon and Nikki decide to go to the picnic in the park zone. And what happens next? Hattie sings this song. Spring is here. That's the song we just sang.
Spring is here, spring is here, the flowers, the trees, the birds and the bees. Spring is here, everything is in bloom.
And that's the end of the story for today. Here. These are the key sentences. Let's review them first. In scene 1, Electra is walking in the digital zone. In scene 2, Miss Malice arrives in the digital zone. In scene 3, Miss Malice sees Simon and Nikki. Next, Miss Malice remembers that Simon made her bad. Then, she runs away from them. But she drops some clay. Then Simon and Nikki see Mrs. Green. In scene 7, Tick-Tock sings the song. Which song was that? The winter song. Then Hattie invites Simon and Nikki to a picnic. And in scene 9, Hattie sings Spring is Here. Okay, Electra is walking in the diesel zone. And it was cold in there. And Miss Malice arrives in the digital zone. And Miss Malice sees Simon and Nikki. And Miss Malice remembers that Simon made her bad. She runs away from them, but she drops some clay. Simon and Nikki see Mrs. Green. Tick-Tock sings the song. What song was that? Tick-Tock sings the winter song. Then Hattie invites Simon and Nikki to a picnic in the park zone. And Hattie sings Spring is Here. In the digital zone, who were in the digital zone? There was Electra and there was Digit. And Simon and Nikki. Then there was Miss Malice as well. And in Simon's workshop there was Play Miss Malice and Simon. Where's Simon? Yes, Simon. Simon made Clay Miss Malice. Then in the digital zone again there was Simon, Nikki, Miss Malice, and Mrs. Green. In the time zone, Tic-Tac sang a song. And in the digital zone again, Simon, Nikki, and they got a phone call from Hetty. And Hetty was in the park zone. There. In the digital zone, Electra was talking to Digi that it was really cold in the digital zone. It was very cold. And Miss Malice arrived in the digital zone. And she said, "Oh, where am I?" And asked Electra, "Oh, can you please tell me where I am?" And Electra said, "Oh, you're in the digital zone." And Miss Malice said, "Oh, thank you." And she searched for digital zone. Then Simon and Nikki came, and Miss Malice hides from them. And Miss Malice remembers that Simon made her bad. She doesn't like Simon. And in the digital zone again, Miss Malice runs away from him, but she drops a piece of clay. And Simon and Nikki pick it up and thought it was very strange. Then Mrs. Green came by. Mrs. Green had a lot of clothes, and then, since Nikki and Simon were very cold, she kindly offered them many clothes, winter clothes, a coat, mittens, a scarf, and raincoat, boots, and other stuff. Then, in the time zone, there was Tic-Tac singing the song, the winter song. And in the digital zone, Hattie called Nikki and invited Nikki and Simon to the picnic. Nikki thought it was very strange because it was really cold and it was winter. And what did Hattie say? "It's not. It's sunny day and it's very warm in the park zone. It was spring in the park." So Simon and Nikki decided to go to the park zone. Very good. Okay. That's it for today. And what will happen next time? Will Simon and Nikki go to the park zone? Will they have fun with the picnic? Where will they go next? How is the weather like in other cyberspace zones? Is it gonna be raining in the Alpha Zoo? Is it gonna be really cold in the time zone? You'll find out. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.